Hey GMS, I'm Allie with your first ever GMTV for 2013. Let's get into news with Raina and Hewitt.
Happy Friday GMS, I'm Raina.
And I'm Hewitt, and this is your GMS News.
Student Council Executive Staff. There will be a meeting on Thursday, October 3rd in Mr. Deacon's room.
Also GMS, on Tuesday, October 8th, Builders Club will be having a pizza party. All students are welcome. This will be a great way to get to know what Builders Club is all about.
Students, keep in mind that National Hispanic Heritage Month is from September 15th to October 15th. We are going to celebrate the histories and cultures of American citizens whose ancestors came from Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. For more information, visit HispanicHeritageMonth.gov.
Yearbook members, the meeting for next week, Tuesday, October 1st, is canceled. You will meet again on Tuesday, October 15th, right after school until 6 o'clock. Plan to ride the late bus or have other types of transportation if you are attending the meeting.
For those students in Yearbook Club that are taking photos of fall sports in action, you need to turn in the photos to Mrs. Raimondo as soon as possible. If you need a pass or camera to take these photos, please visit Mrs. Raimondo after school.
Now, let's go visit Logan in the cafeteria for an important announcement.
Make sure that your accounts are up to date and have plenty of money in them, or else you might not get your lunch. Throw away all paper products. Also, throw away your gum because that's nasty. Make sure not to throw away your fork, or else you might look weird trying to retrieve it. Like me. Ouch. Your silverware goes underneath where you put your trays. Lastly, make sure to stack your trays.
This has been your GMS News.
Have a safe and wonderful weekend, GMS.
And now for your GMTV weather report for Goshen, Indiana, with advanced weather notification systems.
It's so rainy outside. You guys need to go. Come on, hide. No, you guys are gonna be late.
Bringing you the up-to-date weather forecast. And tracking and tracing all those important weather reports.
Why is this so difficult?
Oh, we're rolling? You didn't get that on camera, right? No? Okay, good. Good afternoon, GMS. I'm Jason with your weekend weather. So, for this afternoon, on Friday, we'll have, the rest of the day will be sunny with a high of 79 and low of 51. Tomorrow, it will be mostly sunny with a high of 81 and a low of 60. Sadly, on Sunday, there will be showers with a high of 69 and low of 48. This has been me, Jason, with your weekend weather.
Varsity Soccer defeated Stanley Clark 9-1. The standout performer was Lucas Bontrager with 2 goals. Also on Monday, girls varsity soccer tied Stanley Clark 0-0. The standout performer was Madison Rittenhouse with 5 saves. Seventh grade JV volleyball lost to John Young 2-0. The standout performer was Emily David with 3 service aces. 8th grade JV volleyball lost to John Young 2-0. The standout performer was Adriana Booker with 4 aces. Seventh grade varsity volleyball lost to Westside 2-0. The standout performer was Kiana Crucival with 4 kills. Eighth grade varsity volleyball beat Westside 2-0. The standout performer was GMTV's own Raina Schreiner-Barger with 2 aces, 3 kills, and 7 assists. Eighth grade varsity football shut out Westside 22-0. The standout performers were Jacob Lichty with 10 carries for 102 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also, Ian Hostetler had 8 solo tackles, 4 assists, and an interception. Seventh grade varsity football defeated Westside 36-8. The standout performer was Zane Stoll with 80 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Boys cross country defeated Discovery 41-18. The standout performer was Simon Myers with a time of 11:30. Girls cross country defeated Discovery 45-16. The standout performer was Ruth Whitehead with a time of 14:15. Seventh grade JV volleyball lost to Northridge 2-0. The standout performer was Mary Jane Sanchez with 2 kills and 12 good passes. Eighth grade JV volleyball beat Northridge 2-0. The standout performer was Adriana Berger with 10 points. Seventh grade JV football lost a tough one to Discovery 8-0. Eighth grade JV football lost a heartbreaker to Discovery 7-6. Lucas Demoye was a standout performer with 8 solo tackles and 3 assists.
Goshen Middle School. We are very excited to be on this first episode of GMTV. I am Mrs. Baker, Assistant Principal, and this is
Ms. Schreiner, Principal, Goshen Middle School. And our first most important news to give you is that preliminary data for ISTEP results is in, and we are pleased to report that we have shown growth in both English and math, and all of our work last year and talk about growth mindset and working hard is paying off. In mid-October, we'll get a little bit more data back, and that will determine and show you how much you've grown, and we'll report out when we get that data. And I just want to encourage you to make sure that your parents should have received the passcode to get in and see your ISTEP score, because it's really important that both you and your parents know what your score is and how you did in comparison to the year before. Which brings me to the next announcement. As you know, we have introduced this new structure of success period that gives students just a little bit more time to master the curriculum in math and English if they didn't get it the first time. And so we are pleased with that and how hard teachers are working to bring good lessons to that time so that you can get that extra practice or be stretched in another content if you already mastered that material. So at Goshen Middle School, we believe students learn in different ways and in different time frames, and that success period helps support that belief that we have. And now back to Mrs. Baker.
Just a couple of announcements. The first one is the fundraiser. Items are going to be delivered to Goshen Middle School on October 1st, that's Tuesday, and on Wednesday. So make sure that you make arrangements to get those fundraiser items picked up. The second announcement that I want to make involves your safety. If you walk to school, or if you ride a bike, or if you are dropped off by somebody, please listen very carefully. We are going to be moving the bike racks. So right now all the bike racks are out by the tennis court. We're going to break those up a little bit. And if you ride your bicycle and you are coming in by the gas station, Indiana Avenue Way, we're going to have a bike rack out there closer so that you don't have to ride through the parking lot at all. There should never be any riding bicycles through the parking lot, walking only. We're going to also put some racks out closer to the Clover Trails area, so on that side of the building, so that you don't have to ride your bike all the way around the parking lot. So pay attention, we're going to move some bike racks. Do not ride bicycles through the parking lots. We're also going to paint walk lines through the north parking lot so that you can see exactly where you need to walk so that you're not walking in between cars. So that's going to make a big difference for those of you that are riding and walking to school. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is those of you that come to school and have crossing guards that help you cross the street. You must listen to them, and you cannot cross that road unless they give you permission to do so. So listen very carefully to them. They're in charge, making sure you get across that road safely, not you. Thank you.
So there you go, Goshen Middle School. We care about your academics, but your safety too. Be safe and have a great day.
Favorite singer?
My favorite singer is Ozzy Osbourne.
Mine would be Bruno Mars.
I'm a Directioner.
Khalifa. Prince Royce.
Prince Royce.
Your favorite singer?
Taylor Swift.
Bruno Mars.
Michael Jackson.
Bruno Mars. What's your favorite day of the week?
Wednesday. You know why?
Why?
Hump day?
Your favorite day of the week?
Tuesday.
Friday. Why?
Because we don't have school at the end of the day.
Hump day!
Thursday.
Monday.
Saturday.
Why?
Because it's a weekend, I don't have to go to school.
What's your favorite color?
Orange. My favorite color is blue.
Why do you like that so much?
When I think of blue, I think of something that's cool. Not cool personally, but like mint cool.
What is your favorite food?
Pasta. Any kind of pasta.
Favorite type of food?
I love pizza. It's one of those foods that I can't get enough of. So I guess Italian.
What is your favorite food?
Nachos.
Donuts. Pizza, nacho, donuts. Are you a Directioner or a Believer?
I would have to say a Believer.
Are you a Directioner or a Believer?
None.
Directioner. Directioner. Directioner.
Directioner.
Both.
Are you a Directioner or a Believer?
Both.
Directioner.
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 I'm Mr. Kramer. Well, what is the backpack food program?
Oh, well, that's not just for the middle school, but we do it for the elementaries as well as the high school. And it's for kids who just don't have enough food at home and they need some extra food, and we send it home on the weekends for them. We pack bags every week and we send them home on Thursdays or Fridays.
How'd you get into the backpack for food program?
Well, was through Mrs. Younghans, and we saw that there was a lot of kids in need that needed extra food, so I volunteered to help.
Well, that's good. So the GMS staff and crew decided to pick you as the GMT Spotlight.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
My name is Mrs. Kaufman, and I teach 7th grade social studies, and I enjoy reading in my free time.
My name is Mr. Gaskell. I teach 7th grade digital media, and in my free time I really enjoy wrestling, playing golf.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Hughes, and I teach 8th grade science, and in my free time I like to play soccer.
My name is Miss Richards. I'm the new 7th grade science teacher. I just started this year. Last year I was teaching a little bit at the high school.
Hi, my name is Miss Baldridge, and I'm in the 6th grade. I teach English and social studies, and I played tennis in college.
My name is Mrs. Kemp, and I teach 7th grade math and 6th grade math and science. And something interesting about me is I love The Big Bang Theory. It's one of my favorite TV shows. I watch it all the time.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Miller. I teach 6th grade language arts and social studies, and I enjoy playing volleyball.
for Friday the 27th. Have a super amazing, wonderful, awesome, fantastic weekend, GMS.